Hey, so I'd love to talk about the banking sector. Yes, it has been disrupted, it's been disrupted, but there's lessons there for all of us. And I'm going to kick off with why is she holding a book? Now, this book came out in 2013. I bought a couple of copies and gave them to my friends in banking. And this book actually belongs to Dr. James Mwangi, and I'll explain to you why I still have it. It's by Brett King, and I think everybody in banking should read it. It's called Bank 3.0, Why Banking is no longer somewhere you go, but something you do. Now, the reason I'm impressed that I'm still holding this book, and it belongs to James Mwangi, is chapter 3 says, Can the branch be saved? This is 2013 when Brett King said it. James Mwangi says it, and everybody's like, what's he saying? And he's like, the branch is dead, brick and mortar banking is over. Now, we could have told you that a long time ago, but nobody would have believed you. And actually, when you read Brett King, he goes right there. He just says there is no need to have a physical branch. Obviously, you're thinking, okay, it means that apps are working better, online is working better, software is better. What does that mean? I think there's a lot of repercussions here for people even outside the banking sector. I'm thinking about real estate, I'm thinking about landlords who, your anchor client is a bank. Banking halls, and especially in buildings, are getting smaller and smaller. My best example is the Standard Chartered at the Junction. Have you ever been upstairs? Usually it's manned by a person, and what you have is a whole wall of different ATM machines that do different things. There's one you deposit money in, there's one you take your money out of, and there's one that actually banks your checks. But actually, until James Mwangi said it, I didn't realize, hiya, you actually need a person running that place, and that's all there is. But Dr. Mwangi, I need to say this. We met at the Obama dinner at State House. Yes, I was there. I'm not one of those people who puts everything on Instagram. And I had mentioned the book to you, and I did what I was supposed to do, and I actually got it, and I signed it. So when you finally get it, it's going to say August 2015. And then I never got around to sending it. So I'll send it now, because this is a very important book. And it's important because it speaks to the future of where banking is going. I believe apps are going to matter, service is going to matter, but what it is we do online is going to matter. And one of the first people who seemed to have gotten that was Joshua Igara, because I remember having a conversation with him. He kept telling me, Caroline, you know, banking is something you do, not a place you go to. And I told him, so what happens to your branches? And because I don't have to do everything on one YouTube video, if you catch Joshua Igara, ask him what he believes will happen to banking space in the future. Ask him, because he has a theory. It might sound far-fetched, but I think he's on the right track. Dr. James Mwangi, well done for being bold enough to state it, to state the fact that only 7.4% of your business actually comes out of the branches, that literally it's online, it's on the app, it's on Equitel. And for a person who should be unable to disrupt himself, you did. Because most people can't disrupt themselves. They have to be disrupted. But Equity was able to disrupt the banking industry, introduce a product that disrupted its own customer base. And once again, it's saying something else is happening and they're not waiting for it to happen to them. They're doing it. So well done. However, I want to talk about another disruption in banking, and this time from yet another organization, and this time is KCB. So subscribe and stay here for the next video. I want to talk about KCB M-Pesa banking. Very, very interesting.